We're using a PVS-14. It's an L3 Gen 3 unfilmed white phosphorus tube with a Sony camera mounted behind it for this demonstration. This is the DBAL D2. This is the low laser. I'm shining it between 40 and 50 meters into the woods there. This is laser with low illuminator, laser and high illuminator, and just the illuminator itself. So in real life you can actually see the laser a little bit more. On camera it seems to wash out a little bit. So here's the laser with the high illuminator, laser with low illuminator, and we'll go with just the illuminator itself. This thing is super bright and it's also adjustable. So right now it's all the way zoomed in. I can go wide just by spinning the cap there, and this thing will light up a field, a 10-20 acre field all the way across, no problem. And it actually lights up pretty wide. It's got a nice throw. You can almost see the diode when it's all the way in the wide view, but it's not an issue, very minor. And we can zoom it back in and illuminate a beam pattern that has almost like a bullseye. It has like a secondary ring around it when I get it all the way in. And this will throw for a huge distance. Alright, this is a 600 milliwatt LED illuminator. It is the brightest thing out there. It doesn't get much better than this. The only downside with this unit is it emits a little bit of red glow out of the illuminator lens. It is visible if you shine it on your hand, and it is also visible if somebody's staring at your illuminator, if you're shining them up. And this is the ATPIAL-C, the civilian PEQ15 version. This is just the laser. This is just the illuminator. And this is the illuminator and laser combined. The issue I have with these ATPIAL-Cs, civilian ATPIALs, is you can see how a lot of the light is scattered on the outer edges to the left and right, and kind of has a blank spot on the top and bottom and a medium amount of illumination in the middle. The trees in the background are approximately 20 feet, and the width of this illuminator at about 40 to 50 meters is roughly 15 feet or so. On the ATPIAL-C, this is non-adjustable. This is what you get. Of course, the further out you go, the wider it gets, but this is pretty much fixed. This is the 45 milliwatt PEQ15. This is the laser on low, laser low, illuminator low. This is the lightsaber laser on high. This is the illuminator on high. And high laser, high illuminator. Couple options here. You can run the illuminator on high and the laser on high. Then if you put the lens cover on, it tames down that laser a little bit. The laser is still very usable. It doesn't show up very well in the camera right now, but under naked eye or aided eye it looks a lot better. On this PEQ15, the illuminator is also adjustable, so we can bring it down really narrow for illuminating something really long distance. It almost becomes a laser beam itself. That's all the way in. And then we can adjust it out quite a bit more. This is the PEQ15 illuminator all the way out. On the right we have the 45 milliwatt PEQ15. In the middle is the ATPIAL-C. On the left is the DBAL D2. This is illumination mode. And you can see the 45 milliwatt PEQ and the DBAL perform similarly, and the ATPIAL-C sucks, so let's just get rid of that one. So the PEQ15 and the DBAL D2 have great output. The DBAL might be just a little bit brighter. The other advantage it has, it can go much wider. This is as wide as the PEQ15 goes, and we can dial the DBAL D2 much wider and it continues to throw fantastic illumination downrange, even all the way out. Now we can zoom it all the way back in. We'll go as low as it goes, and it has a very sharp line, and this will throw really far across a 20-acre field, no problem, and illuminate anything that's on the other side. We can also adjust the PEQ15 down a little bit. With the DBAL adjusted all the way in, I can adjust the size of the PEQ approximately the same. How much more light output it comes from the DBAL versus the PEQ15. Moving on to lasers only. On the far left is the DBAL D2. In the center, ATPIAL-C. On the far right is the PEQ15 on low power. Approximately the same output, same use. And then we switch the PEQ15 to high power, and it literally becomes a lightsaber and washes everything else out. This would be great for longer distances, but you can see up close it spills a good amount. Even at 40 to 50 meters, that dot is huge. It spills. The added benefit, you can see that laser beam as it leaves your weapon. If you have to lead a target, you can play lightsaber and use that a little bit. But the benefit here, you can always put the diffuser on, have a nice clean pattern, and then throw your illuminator on high power so you see everything you want to. You have a usable laser and a very bright illuminator. And this is the high power illuminator, high power laser compared to the DBAL and ATPIAL-C. Alright, one of the benefits of having the high power laser is even when we throw some white light out there to wash out some of the other lasers, this will still push through and still illuminate everything you want to see. Quick comparison between the high power PEQ15 illuminator and the Surefire M603V, aka Vampire Light. So on this one you can actually see the diode. The pattern's not very clean. There's hot spots and cold spots in the image, and it tends to wash out a lot of the area in front of you. Well, the beauty of the IR laser illuminator in the PEQ is just throws a nice beam out there.